Hi everyone, this is International Royals TV. Thank you for clicking. So today we will be continuing on with Prince Philip's life history, and we are on session number 17, and that is called Books, and it says books that Philip authored, and Philip was Queen Elizabeth II's husband. So, and source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. So if you'd like to catch up with our audio version, it's in the playlist section and it's called Prince Philip's Life History. And we've also put that on the community tab as well. So let's go. Session number 17 and it's called Books, and it's books that Philip authored. So let's begin. He wrote a book called Selected Speeches 1948 to 1955 and 1957 revised paperback edition published by Nabu Press in 2011. It's got ISBN numbers here. I'm not going to read all that. If you like to find out the ISBN numbers of the books that Prince Philip authored, you'll find it on Wikipedia. So I'll just read the general information. Yeah. So the next one is Selected Speeches, 1956 to 1959, 1960. Birds from Britannia, 1962, published in the United States of Seabirds from Southern Waters. Wildlife Crisis with James Fisher, 1970. The Environmental Revolution Speeches on Conservation, 1962 to 1977. 1978. Competition Carriage Driving, 1982, published in France, 1984, second edition, 1984, revised edition, 1994. A Question of Balance, 1982. And then we've got Men, Machines and Sacred Cows, 1984. A Windsor Correspondence with Michael Mann, 1984. Down to Earth, Collected Writings and Speeches on Man and the Natural World, 1961 to 1987. And 1988, there was a paperback edition. 1989, Japanese edition. 1992. And then he wrote a book also called We Are, talking about Prince Philip's life history. And basically, we're just reading a list of all the books that he authored. Yeah, so we are on Survival or Extinction, a Christian Attitude to the Environment with Michael Mann, 1989. If you're interested in finding out the ISBN numbers for all of the books that Prince Philip authored, you'll find it on Wikipedia. So I'm just reading from Wikipedia if you'd like to catch up with this there. Yeah, so let's continue. Prince Philip also wrote Driving and Judging Dressage, 1996. 30 Years On and Off the Box Seat, 2004. Wow, Prince Philip wrote a lot of books. Even myself, I think I'm interested. I might do some research after this and purchase a few of these books. You'll be interested to read what Queen Elizabeth II's husband was writing about, don't you think? Anyway, so let's continue. And then it's got Forwards 2. Royal Australian Navy, 1911 to 1961, Jubilee souvenir issued by Authority of the Department of the Navy, Canberra, 1961. Basically, I'm just reading off the list of Prince Philip's life history, and basically I'm going through all the books that he authored. So this is Queen Elizabeth II's husband and the books that he authored. Yeah, so let's continue. The Concise British Flora in Colour by William Keble Martin, Ebury Press, Michael Joseph, 1965. Birds of Town and Village by William Donald Campbell and Basil Eade, 1965. Kurt Hahn by Herman Rojas and Hilary Tunstall Berens. Sorry if I mispronounced any of those names. In 1970. And then The Doomsday Book of Animals by David Day, 1981. Saving the Animals, the World Saving the Animals, the World Wildlife Fund Book of Conservation by Stonehouse. Okay, so it says forwards to. So these might not be necessarily the books that Prince Philip wrote himself, because it's forwards to. So maybe he made references to all of these ones that I'm reading off right now. But the previous list I gave you, those were books that Prince Philip actually authored himself. But let's continue with the forwards to section. Okay, so where did I get to? Yeah. The Art of Driving by Max Pape, 1982. Yachting? Yachting. And the Royal Prince Alfred Yachts Club by Graham Norman, 1988. National Maritime Museum Guide to Maritime Britain by Keith Wheatley. The Royal Yacht Britannia. The Official History by Richard Johnstone. Bryden Conway Maritime Press, 2003. 1953, The Crowning Year of Sport by Jonathan Rice, 2003. British Flags and Emblems? Emblems? Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce this. I do apologise. I'm not going to try it again. By Graham Bartram. Tuckwell Press in 2004. Chariots of War by Robert Hobson. Ulrich publication in 2004. RMS Queen Mary II Manual and Insight to the Design, Construction and Operation of the World's Largest Ocean Liner by Stephen Payne. Haynes Publishing in 2014. The Triumph of a Great Tradition. The Story of Cunard's 175 Years by Eric Flounders and Michael Gallagher, Lily Publications in 2014. So that brings us to the end of session number 17. And then later on in the evening, we'll be doing session number 18, which will be called Titles, Styles, Honours and Arms in terms of Prince Philip's life history. And if you'd like to catch up with our previous episodes of this, we have a whole playlist and it's called Prince Philip's Life History, and you'll find that over in the playlist section, and later on I'll put it on the community tab after this. We also have in the playlist section Queen Elizabeth II's life history, Princess Anne's life history, Prince Edward's life history, and Prince Philip's life history. So as we are coming to the end of this series of Prince Philip's life history, the next person, which was popular because we did a poll question, and the popular next person to talk about was Prince Charles, King Charles. And then after that, we will do Prince Andrew, and then that will conclude the family unit. And then we'll start talking about the history of the younger members of the royal family. So probably we'll go on to Prince William and then Prince Harry and then just take it from there. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.